This is the plaintiff, Carlene Kerr. She says the defendant is her sister's boyfriend, and the three of them live together in her house. Neither of them pay her any rent. He used her credit card to rent a car and got tickets. Now she's in a whole lot of debt because the deadbeat won't pay up. She's had it with this guy, is suing for every penny of the $900 he owes her, and boyfriend of her sister or no boyfriend. She wants her money. This is the defendant, Trevor Hall. He says the plaintiff rented the car for herself, but put him down as an additional driver, so he used the car here and there. He paid the plaintiff $200 toward the rental because he did drive it a little, but the plaintiff is never satisfied and just wants more and more money. The plaintiff is now harassing him. She's making false accusations against him, and he's not giving her any more money. He's accused of dissing his girl's sister. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,500 for harassment and false accusations.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Proceed, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Douglas. Thank you, Douglas. Carlene Kerr, you are suing Trevor Hall, the boyfriend of your sister, both of whom you live with, right? Or they live with you? Yes. Okay. For $900 that you say you were out in damages when you helped him rent a car and he won't pay up. Tell me, first of all, I want to try to understand the living arrangements between you folks. Because if you're having to sue him, and according to you, he doesn't pay rent?
No, he doesn't pay rent.
Okay. If I had to sue a guy because he didn't pay me, he wouldn't still be living rent-free in my house.
That's right.
Are you evicting him?
Not yet, but soon.
Okay, so according to you, he comes to you and he tells you, I need you to help me rent a car?
And what happened, they stole his car. So he came to me and he said, you need to rent a car, but he does not have a credit card. If I could do it for him. So I said, fine.
Why doesn't he have a credit card?
I don't know.
Did you ask?
He just told me he doesn't have a credit card.
Oh, watch this. Why don't you have a credit card?
Because my credit is no good.
Oh. Yeah, that you knew the answer I was looking for. All right, so how do you get bad credit?
Not paying bills.
Bingo! Look at you go. You go now, girl. Except for you weren't going then. Your synapses in your brain weren't connecting. What if he crashed the car? You realize they'd charge it on your card, right?
I just went to my favor.
But there's a lot that can go wrong, and he's the wrong guy to do a favor to, apparently, right? Now, he rents did you have a car crash?
No, they stole the car.
Oh, did they steal your car, I mean?
Right. Oh, yeah.
All right, so you did have a need to rent a car, and you don't have a car, and you don't have a credit card. So it sounds like you needed her to rent you a car.
Your Honor, this is what happened. When we went and got the car, there was a deposit.
Why were you guys going to get a car?
Because she wanted to go somewhere, and I wanted to go around to go to work. So actually, I gave her $200 towards her credit card. She took the $200 from me. Just said, okay, no problem. All right? This is what happened now. This is
Now, you don't dispute that, right, that he gave you $200?
You don't give me no $200. He told me they're going to owe $200 and my credit card. I went to him.
Did you ever drive the car? He says that you rented the car, too, because you wanted to drive the car, too.
No, when you rent the car, I borrowed the car for 1 day. When I borrowed the car, I lent him my car.
Oh, you also have a car?
I have a car from.
Oh, okay. So you lent him your car. So you you used that car only 1 day, and he used that car how many days?
It's like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Do you have a rental agreement for 2 weeks?
Yes.
May I see it? How long did you have the car?
It's like 3 or 4 days. She had it for like 3 days.
So, but what evidence do you have that she drove it for 3 days?
Look, she went to Boston.
Right.
Came back. She drove it to work the next day.
She went to Boston in 1 day?
She went to Boston and came back here.
That's a long drive.
A long drive.
Then she came back. She had to go to work, so she used the car for another days.
And then what did you do?
When I had to go to work, I had to drive her car.
So did you keep the car to go to work?
No. What happened when I went to Boston is just to pick up somebody and return back. When I came back that night, it was late. I work a night shift. So I don't know where he is when I came back. Still use
So
the
he had your car?
He have my car.
Okay.
So I use the car that night, go to work, and bring back the car back
That
in the
sound
morning
right?
and give it back.
Because she worked the night shift.
Actually, if she
Were
came
you
with the
there when
ex-
she returned from Boston?
No.
Then she didn't have. Then she had no choice but to use the car.
no, but-
All right. Yeah, I know the night shift. I know that after night comes morning.
Right.
But I don't know that that means that she used it for 2 days.
No, I called.
All right. So she used it for 1 day. You used it for the rest. It was only a 7-day rental.
Yeah.
It's 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And according to her, you didn't pay her $200.
I did give her $200.
Do you have any proof that you gave her $200?
No, I gave her cash the same
Yeah,
day.
no, cash. The way I prove that I gave someone cash is I show a receipt.
I gave her $200.
Okay, you can repeat yourself 100 times.
I understand
But
what you
first,
said.
I
I
want
don't
you to
have
answer my question. Do you have proof?
No.
Okay. What about your girlfriend? Was she there when you gave her the 200?
Yes.
Where's your girlfriend? Is she here to testify on your behalf? Do you have an affidavit from her?
No.
Is she still your girlfriend?
Sort of.
Did she ask you to move out?
We've been trying to get somewhere to go.
The two of you or just you?
Both of us go trying to put things together.
So with all the money you've been able to save not paying actual rent, how come you argue with her over this car rental thing?
I'm not arguing with her.
Well, no, you
She's been harassing me
Sir,
from
even
last
under
year.
your testimony, I don't know how it could be harassing, even under your testimony, you claim she had it 3 days. Why would there be a $500 rental bill, and and even assuming you could prove that you paid $200, how would $200 be fair?
Because of the date when we went and got the car, she asked me how much I'm going to give her. I said $200. She said, no problem. She took
that happen?
$200 cash out of my hand.
Okay.
$200 cash. I'm sorry I didn't have a receipt to state that.
That's not what he told me.
Did he give you $200?
No, he told me they're going to owe $200 from my credit card. Sorry. And when he bring back the car, then they will release that $200.
Well, then who was going to pay for the rental? He was going to pay for
He
the
was
rental
gonna
all
pay for
cash?
the rental
Who returned the car?
He returned the car.
And you didn't pay cash for the rental when you returned the car?
No, because they deducted from my credit card.
So what you're saying is that they had a $200 hold on your credit card?
Yes.
Now, you're suing for a couple things. You're suing for the entire car rental payment when you admit that you drove to Boston one day and had it. So why would that be fair?
Yes. When I borrowed the car, he
Because-
have my car, so I don't leave him without a car. So when I borrowed the car for the day,
Okay.
he have my car.
Okay. And you're also suing for a ticket. You got a ticket? Did you get a ticket on the car?
She got a ticket for bus lane.
She got a ticket or you got a ticket?
She got a ticket for the bus lane.
I think it came in the mail. and
Okay,
I
do you
gave
have it?
to him. No, I gave it to him and he pays that ticket. But there's a toll and this.
Oh, a toll.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and this is a fee for
I got it.
overdraft.
Okay. How do I know this isn't a toll for you going back and forth to Boston?
I didn't have a toll, no.
No, you didn't
It's
have
not
one single
mine.
toll going from New York to Boston?
I paid, but that's not mine.
Okay, I don't know that because you've given me nothing. I have no proof. I don't know the date of the
And they
ticket. I know
doesn't
nothing.
They doesn't put the date on
Okay,
it.
so no, you don't get that $21. Now, the next thing is interest charges. However, you have a bill that's $6,000 fat, and you are asking for all of the interest, which
no,
you
no, I'm
did.
not.
That's what you did, but that's not what you meant to do. But that is what you did. You were asking for $374 in interest that you've paid for 14 months. This happened 14 months ago?
Yes.
For a year and something, you've lived with this anger?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Brother or sister you have?
Sister.
Okay, does she have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, would you ever lend that boyfriend money if he really, really needed it? Came to you and said, can I have your credit card? Can I use it?
Oh, my credit card? No way. No.
Just no way ever.
No.
Anybody trusting enough to do that?
No,
Why?
because I don't know them.
Well, except they're with your brother or sister, and your brother or sister's going to vouch for him.
No, they could buy like a PS4. I don't want a PS4.
Buy a
for my family.
PS4. I don't think your credit's that high, dude. No offense. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
You have against her a counterclaim for $3,500. Talk to me. What's that about?
Your Honor, I'll tell you this much. She came by my job, took pictures, harassing me, called my boss. I'm a low-life person. She called people, telling people all over. I used to live in my car, all these stuff. She just keep going on and on and on and on.
Do you have any proof of what you're saying right now? Do you have an affidavit from your employer saying that?
My boss right now, he doesn't want to get involved with this. He told me.
Okay, then you could say that she called you a murderer, and I wouldn't be able to know it because you don't have any evidence of it. Okay, are you doing that, the stuff he's saying?
I've never met his boss. I don't know his boss. I don't know his boss phone number. Never met his boss.
Really?
Never.
So you're just making that up out of whole cloth? All right. So I find that you are entitled, I think you're right. Even though you used it for a day, you gave him your car for use, and that was the arrangement. And so I don't think you have to pay anything on the rental car. I find that he has no proof that he paid you $200 for the rental car. You don't have any proof on the ticket, so there's, and you are entitled to interest on that amount, but it's not the amount you say. So I find in your favor in the amount of $589.19. Okay, because the interest is only $84 on that amount. It's not $374. Okay. That interest covered the $6,000 that you also. Okay, you got it. All right, so $589.19. Verdict for the plaintiff. Pay the lady. Oh, on your counterclaim against her, 0.
So the plaintiff does prevail. She gets $589. Mr. Hall, it must be something living in that house with her.
Something
between a lot of fights, she says. A lot of fights. You know your problem, you didn't have any evidence. You didn't have any receipts, nothing.
Yeah, I didn't bring those with me, so I'm sorry about that.
It really hurts your case.
I know, right?
What, you're looking for a way to move out.
Hell yeah. I have to get out of there. It's a must.
I believe you.
It's a must. I can't deal with this no more. It's not my faith. Something I got to do.
Well, you better do it.
I know.
Good luck to you.
Have a
Okay.
good one, man.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Ms. Kerr, I think the judge was even laughing. She can't understand how this keeps going. It's like a circus in your house, huh?
Yes,
Not a
it
happy
is.
one though.
No, it's not.
Yeah. All right. Well, you going to let them get out? Hopefully they're going to.
You have to
It's
go.
it's your sister. That's the problem.
That's
isn't it?
that's the problem.
That's
yes,
the problem.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't want to hurt her.
Right.
I feel for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Okay, good.
Thank you very much. Harvey?
So, listen, Doug, if you give somebody money, it is presumed it's a loan. They have to turn around and prove that it was a gift. It's their burden, and if they can't, they have to pay you back. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.